So, welcome, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining. Thanks for joining. Today, we have an exciting session with my friend Paul Wilkinson. You have probably seen him on the social media a lot. He's a very active and avid follower and user of social media. Today, we're going to talk about various aspects in the digital transformation and service management transformation in an organization. And I'll be asking Paul a series of questions based on our experience and based on what some of you had put into the question pack. So we will expect Paul to respond to that. So thank you, Paul, for joining. A little bit on Paul. Paul has been working with GamingWorks for the last 18 years. He has helped develop a lot of good stuff, content for GamingWorks, and he's one of the designers for the Mars Lander game, and we'll talk a little bit about that game as well. And that has a very, very direct impact and effect on the service management that we talk about. He's also a very senior speaker. He's spent a lot of effort on speaking on ITSMF and various forums. And also on a nice note, he's also been a cartoonist and used a lot of his creative self into following those images for the rest of us to really cherish. So thank you, Paul, for your time and welcome to this
Thank you
session.
for inviting me. Thank you for
Okay.
inviting me. I'm looking forward to hearing the questions.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. When we started, we talked about silos, we talked about collaboration, we talked about some of those very critical aspects. And my next question is focused on that. Um, you gave us a four-step formula to create high-performance team, but I'm going to talk about one of those important aspects. How can we stop working in silos? We still are in a very, I would, for the lack of a better word, in a bad habit of creating silos, giving it names, and then it becomes more and more issue for us. So how can we stop working in silos and start working, as you call it, an end-to-end in the value stream?
Yeah. I guess that's the importance of having that concept of value streams. Value stream mapping is a really important tool. One way we can stop working it in silos is to take a piece of work, like a new business project, like a new request, like an issue, an incident. These are different types of work objects that flow end to end through the organization. Now, they each go through a different value stream. So an incident will flow through the company in a different way than a new innovation request would. So one way to do it is to pick the pieces of work you have typically in your team and organization, stick it on the left-hand side of the board, draw all the boxes for the value chain in ITIL, engage, build, deploy, operate, transition, support, put them all up there. And underneath that, put the actual teams. So which team is engaged in build, which team is engaged in transform. You'll probably have a piece of work on the left and something like 20 to 30 silos or teams going across the room. Sometimes I've seen these 20, 30 meters long. And then you say, right, show me how that gets from there to there. Who does what? Yeah, we do the requirements plan. Then what happens? Then it goes over here. Then what happens? Oh, then it sometimes goes back up there again. Why is it going back up there again? Oh, we didn't have enough information the first time. So something is stopping this work flowing, not enough information. So let's put a red sticky post-it on the board to say there's an improvement need. We're not passing the right information. When you map an end-to-end value stream, engaging every one of the different silos, they will start telling you what's stopping them doing their work. Yeah, I'd like to go quicker, but I can't because I keep waiting for this. Who are you waiting for that from? From that team. Oh, so that team's slowing you down. We'll tell them what you need then. Let's get you two guys together to try to come up with a real life improvement so that that handover goes quicker, smoother, better, more consistently. This is the way to break down silos. Let them all see the end-to-end stream. Why are we doing this? Deliver value. Why are we doing this? Improve the amount of flow and the speed of flow. Again, it comes back to those two key words, value and flow. What's stopping value? What's stopping flow? get together end to end, discuss it, identify things that are stopping flow, and then agree, what can we do in our silo? And what do we need to do with the people upstream from us to work together? And what do we need to do with the people downstream from us to work together to make improvements? Then you start breaking down those silos.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. So I think a proper communication strategy really helps in breaking those silos and communicating through the silos. So I think that's an important aspect, and I think this is a game changer. The whole concept of agile and DevOps is trying to remove those silos rather than creating more silos. So I think I agree with you, and Agile 4 is aligned to these best practices and also continues with the work to a greater extent. So yeah, I think that's a good suggestion. My next question.
Can I just add something to that?
Yeah, sure.
If we've got time, just to add to that. As you said, this is a game changer. And I think you said in one of the earlier questions, this is a paradigm shift. It's a mindset shift. This is a totally new way of doing things. We're not very good at that. And that's why you need coaching. Teams will need coaching, support, mentoring to be able to do this. And that is a core task of managers and leaders to enable this. Because if you don't provide the safety, if you don't give people the time to adopt, if you don't give people the time to practice and the time to make improvements, it's never going to work. So managers have a critical role to play in this collaboration process.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul.